Imagine embarking on the adventure of a lifetime, only to be caught off guard by the unexpected risks that come with aging. Traveling after 70 might sound exciting, but what if the thrill turns into a challenge you weren't prepared for? As we age, many of us find ourselves yearning to travel and experience the world. The thought of seeing new places and immersing ourselves in different cultures can be thrilling, but for those over 70, traveling is not as straightforward as it once was. Our bodies and minds go through significant changes as we age, and what might have been a simple, exciting journey in our younger years can become more demanding and, at times, risky. The truth is, after 70, travel comes with its own set of unique challenges. These challenges, if not properly considered, can turn what should be a dream vacation into a stressful and even dangerous ordeal. While some seniors believe they can keep up the same pace they did in their youth, the reality is that the risks are higher and the consequences can be severe. In this video, we'll discuss 5 key reasons why traveling after 70 can be risky. From unexpected health emergencies to hidden financial pitfalls, each point will help you understand the complexities seniors face when they travel. By the end, you'll have a clearer picture of why extra caution is necessary and what steps you can take to stay safe should you decide to travel. Let's begin with the first concern: the increased health risks and medical emergencies that become more prevalent as we age. As we grow older, our bodies become less predictable, and health issues like heart disease, high blood pressure, and respiratory problems can suddenly escalate into emergencies. While getting medical attention at home is often a simple task, this becomes far more complicated when you're traveling, especially in unfamiliar locations or foreign countries. A minor health issue, which could have been easily addressed at home, can rapidly transform into a serious, even life-threatening situation when you're far from your regular healthcare provider. For many seniors, the risk of a medical emergency isn't just a distant worry, it's a very real concern. Long flights, for example, increase the chances of developing blood clots or deep vein thrombosis. High altitudes can put additional strain on the heart and lungs, especially for those with pre-existing conditions. Even something as seemingly simple as dehydration or heat exhaustion can hit much harder when you're in a different climate. Moreover, seniors are more susceptible to infections, and exposure to unfamiliar bacteria and viruses can lead to unexpected illnesses. Consider the experience of James, a 74-year-old man who had always loved to travel. He planned a relaxing cruise with his wife, but on the 4th day, he began experiencing severe chest pains. Despite receiving basic care from the ship's medical staff, he needed to be evacuated to the nearest port, which delayed his treatment. Thankfully, he survived, but his dream vacation turned into a terrifying ordeal that left him shaken. What could have been avoided with more consideration of the risks he was facing? Medical insurance can also become a significant issue for seniors when traveling. Many believe that their regular health coverage will apply anywhere, only to realize too late that they are not covered for treatment abroad. Without the proper travel insurance, seniors can face unexpected costs for hospital visits, surgeries, and even routine medications. The bills can quickly add up, and many find themselves paying thousands of dollars for care when they're far from home. If you're over 70 and planning a trip, it's important to have a conversation with your doctor before you go. Make sure to get a full health checkup and discuss any potential risks you may face. Also, ensure that you have all necessary medications with you. Do some research on the healthcare system in your destination, and, if traveling abroad, make sure you have comprehensive travel insurance that covers medical emergencies and evacuations. Being prepared is key to ensuring that your trip remains safe and enjoyable, rather than turning into a stressful situation. Traveling to higher altitudes can put additional strain on the heart and lungs, particularly for those who already have underlying health conditions. Even something as seemingly simple as dehydration or heat exhaustion can have a much stronger impact in unfamiliar climates. Older adults are also more vulnerable to infections, which means exposure to new bacteria and viruses in different parts of the world can lead to unexpected illnesses. Take, for example, James, a 74-year-old man who had always loved traveling. He and his wife planned a relaxing 2-week cruise, hoping it would be a peaceful way to explore new places without too much physical effort. But on the 4th day of the trip, James began experiencing severe chest pain. The ship's medical team provided some initial care, but because they were in the middle of the ocean, he needed to be evacuated to a hospital. The emergency evacuation took several hours, delaying his treatment. Thankfully, he survived, but the experience left him shaken. What was meant to be a peaceful vacation turned into a terrifying ordeal, one that could have been avoided if James had considered the risks more thoroughly. Another major concern for seniors traveling abroad is medical insurance. Many people assume their regular health insurance will cover them no matter where they are, only to find out that this isn't the case. Without the proper travel insurance, hospital visits, emergency surgeries, or even basic medications can result in overwhelming out-of-pocket costs. Some seniors end up paying thousands of dollars just to receive care while abroad. So, what should you do if you're over 70 and planning a trip? The first step is to check with your doctor to get a full health assessment. Discuss any potential risks, and make sure you have all your necessary medications with you. It's also crucial to research the healthcare system at your destination. If you're traveling abroad, ensure that you have comprehensive travel insurance that covers medical emergencies and evacuation. Health preparedness can make the difference between a smooth journey and a stressful one. While health concerns are a significant part of the equation, they aren't the only reason why traveling after 70 can be risky. Another often overlooked danger is the increased exposure to infections and contaminants. Airports, crowded planes, public transportation, and unfamiliar restaurants are all environments where germs and viruses thrive. For younger travelers, a cold or a mild stomach bug might be a minor inconvenience, but for seniors, these infections can lead to severe complications, hospitalizations, or even long-term health issues. A single trip may expose you to more germs than you typically encounter in months at home, and as we age, our immune system weakens, making it harder to fight off infections. Respiratory illnesses are particularly risky for older adults, and studies have shown that seniors are more likely to develop complications from the flu, pneumonia, or even a common cold. Especially when exposed to new strains in different parts of the world, airplanes are particularly notorious for harboring germs. Passengers are often packed in close quarters, breathing recycled air for long periods. Since people from all over the world pass through airports daily, it's easy to come into contact with viruses that your body hasn't yet encountered. Food and water safety is another concern. Many travelers are eager to try new dishes in foreign countries, but for seniors, unfamiliar ingredients, spices, and cooking methods can lead to digestive distress. Foodborne illnesses like norovirus, E. coli, and salmonella can hit older adults much harder, causing prolonged illness, dehydration, and a weakened immune system. Even something as simple as drinking tap water or eating a salad washed in local water can result in serious stomach infections. Public restrooms, hotel rooms, and rental cars are other places where germs can linger. And surfaces like doorknobs, seat belts, and tray tables are often not disinfected as thoroughly as they should be. Seniors who rely on mobility aids like canes or walkers are especially vulnerable, as they often touch public surfaces for balance. If you must travel, taking extra precautions is essential. Wearing a mask in crowded areas, washing your hands frequently, and carrying hand sanitizer can help reduce your risk of picking up harmful germs. Stick to bottled or filtered water, avoid raw foods in unfamiliar places, and focus on well-cooked meals to prevent foodborne illnesses. If you're traveling internationally, make sure to get the recommended vaccines and carry medications for potential stomach or respiratory issues. Staying healthy while traveling is possible, but it requires careful preparation and a strong immune system. There's another important reason why traveling after 70 can be more burdensome than enjoyable, and it affects not only your health, but also your finances and peace of mind. If you're still with me and finding these insights valuable, please leave a comment below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. Your support helps us continue creating helpful and inspiring videos. Now let's move on to the third major concern: travel fatigue and the challenges of recovery. Traveling may seem exciting at first, but for seniors over 70, the physical toll can be far greater than expected. Long flights, early check-ins, unpredictable schedules, and hours of walking can lead to exhaustion that's difficult to bounce back from. Unlike younger years, where a good night's sleep could restore energy, older adults often find that fatigue lingers for days or even weeks after the trip. And when the body is tired, other aspects of health begin to suffer. Immune function weakens, coordination declines, and the risk of illness or injury increases dramatically. One of the most significant issues seniors face while traveling is disrupted sleep. Sleeping in an unfamiliar bed, dealing with noisy hotels, or adjusting to different time zones can make it nearly impossible to rest properly. Sleep deprivation isn't just about feeling tired. It can affect mental sharpness, weaken the immune system, and even elevate the risk of heart problems. Studies have shown that seniors traveling across multiple time zones tend to take longer to adjust, meaning that jet lag can last much longer than expected. This lingering exhaustion can turn what should have been a rejuvenating trip into a miserable experience, leaving travelers drained instead of revitalized. Then there's the issue of physical strain. Sitting for long periods on a plane, bus, or train can lead to stiff muscles, swollen joints, and an increased risk of blood clots. For seniors with arthritis or circulation issues, long travel times can cause discomfort that lasts well beyond the trip. And even once you arrive at your destination, the physical demands of sightseeing, carrying luggage, and keeping up with scheduled activities can become overwhelming. What began as an exciting vacation can quickly turn into a struggle to keep up with the pace. Consider Richard, a 75-year-old man who had always loved traveling. After retirement, he and his wife planned a 2-week overseas vacation, assuming it would be just as enjoyable as their past trips. But after a 10-hour flight, navigating a crowded airport and adjusting to a 6-hour time difference, Richard felt exhausted before the trip had even begun. By the second day, he had trouble walking long distances, struggled to stay alert during tours, and found himself needing frequent breaks. By the time he finally adjusted, it was almost time to head home. Instead of enjoying his vacation, he spent the following weeks recovering from the trip. Another challenge seniors face is maintaining their usual diet and staying hydrated while on the go. Many destinations offer unfamiliar foods that can cause digestive issues, and staying hydrated during travel is often overlooked. Dehydration alone can lead to fatigue, dizziness, and confusion, making even simple tasks feel like a challenge. When combined with poor sleep and physical strain, it's easy to see why many seniors feel worse after a trip, rather than feeling refreshed. So, what can seniors do to minimize these issues if travel is necessary? Planning plenty of rest days, staying hydrated, and avoiding back-to-back activities are crucial. Opting for shorter flights with layovers to allow movement and packing nutritious snacks can help reduce exhaustion. Above all, recognizing personal limits and adjusting travel plans accordingly is vital. A vacation should be about enjoyment, not something that leaves you recovering for weeks afterward. The physical toll of travel is a significant concern for seniors, but it's not the only hidden danger they face. Let's move on to the next point. Linda, a 78-year-old woman, had long dreamed of visiting Europe. She was in great shape for her age, walking regularly in her neighborhood without any issues. However, when she arrived in Italy and began navigating the steep, uneven streets, she quickly realized that the journey was much more physically demanding than she had expected. One evening, as she stepped off a curb in a dimly lit alley. She lost her balance and fell hard, breaking her hip. She was rushed to a local hospital where doctors informed her that surgery was necessary. Not only did she have to cut her trip short, but she also spent months in recovery after returning home. What was supposed to be the trip of a lifetime turned into an experience she wished she had never undertaken. Another significant factor in the challenges seniors face while traveling is fatigue. Travel often involves long days, irregular meal schedules, and disrupted sleep patterns, all of which can negatively affect balance and coordination. When the body is exhausted, reaction times slow down, making falls and missteps more likely. For seniors with arthritis or joint pain, long walks through airports, train stations, or tourist sites can lead to swelling and discomfort, increasing the risk of losing stability. To reduce the risk, if travel is necessary, seniors should choose destinations with good accessibility, avoid high-risk areas with uneven terrain, and always wear proper footwear. Walking sticks, supportive shoes, and ensuring adequate rest can also make a big difference. Above all, recognizing personal limitations is essential, because no trip is worth sacrificing long-term mobility and independence. Now, let's discuss the fifth and final concern: travel insurance and financial risks. One of the most unexpected dangers of traveling after 70 is not just the health risks, but also the financial ones. Many seniors assume that they can rely on their insurance or personal savings if something goes wrong during their trip. However, the reality is that travel-related medical emergencies, trip cancellations, and even financial scams can deplete a person's bank account much faster than they expect. For many seniors, a single unexpected event can turn a well-planned trip into a financial nightmare, leaving them with overwhelming expenses and stress. One of the biggest financial risks is medical care abroad. Many seniors are unaware that their regular health insurance may not cover treatment in foreign countries. This means that if they fall ill or get injured while traveling, they could be responsible for thousands of dollars in medical bills. Even in countries where healthcare is more affordable, emergency medical evacuations, such as being airlifted to a proper hospital, can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Without the right travel insurance, seniors could face a situation where they must either pay an enormous bill out of pocket or go without the care they need. Trip cancellations present another financial risk. Many seniors book trips months in advance, assuming they'll be in good health when the time comes. However, health conditions can arise unexpectedly, requiring a trip to be postponed or canceled altogether. Unfortunately, many airlines, hotels, and cruise lines have strict policies that don't allow refunds for last-minute cancellations. Without proper trip insurance, seniors can lose thousands of dollars if they need to change their plans, and recovering that money can be nearly impossible. Beyond medical costs and cancellations, another serious financial risk is scams and fraud. Seniors are often targeted by scammers who prey on travelers, using tactics like fake taxi services, overcharging for simple goods, or even elaborate schemes designed to steal credit card information. Many scammers specifically target older adults, knowing they are less familiar with their surroundings and less likely to recognize a scam in real time. In some cases, criminals take advantage of seniors by offering fraudulent vacation deals that turn out to be nothing more than expensive traps. Take the case of George, a 76-year-old man who had always been careful with his money. He booked a dream vacation to a tropical island, saving up for every part of the trip. But when he arrived, he realized that the hotel he had booked didn't exist. He had fallen victim to an online scam, and by the time he realized it, his money was gone with no place to stay. He had to scramble to find another hotel, paying double what he had initially budgeted just to have somewhere to sleep. What should have been a relaxing vacation turned into a stressful financial mess that lingered long after the trip was over. So, how can seniors protect themselves from these risks? First, always check if your health insurance covers international travel. If it doesn't, Invest in a solid travel insurance plan that includes medical emergencies and trip cancellations. Second, when booking a trip, use only reputable companies and avoid deals that seem too good to be true. Third, be extra cautious with your finances while traveling. Avoid carrying large amounts of cash. Be mindful of who has access to your credit card information, and never trust strangers with your personal financial details. It's essential to be cautious when sharing personal financial details while traveling. While the idea of travel can be exciting, the financial risks become clear, especially after 70. Unexpected costs, the possibility of falling victim to scams, and the unpredictability of health emergencies make travel a gamble that not every senior is prepared to face. But does this mean you should never travel again? Not necessarily. We've just explored 5 major reasons why traveling after 70 comes with serious risks. Risks that many seniors don't consider until they're confronted with them firsthand. From unexpected health emergencies to injuries, exhaustion, infections, and financial pitfalls, these challenges can quickly turn what should be a relaxing vacation into an overwhelming and even dangerous experience. While travel might seem like an exciting way to spend retirement, the reality is that, as we age, it requires much more planning, caution, and awareness than it did when we were younger. But does that mean seniors should never travel? Not at all. It simply means that those over 70 need to approach travel differently. Instead of exhausting long-haul flights, stressful tours, and risky destinations, it might be better to opt for closer, safer options that put less strain on the body. Exploring local attractions, taking shorter trips, or focusing on destinations with easy access to medical care can significantly improve both safety and enjoyment. Travel should enhance life, not create new challenges that linger long after the trip is over. If you or a loved one is considering travel after 70, take a moment to really think about the potential challenges. Is your health stable enough to handle the trip? Do you have the right travel insurance to protect against financial risks? Have you chosen a destination that is safe and accessible for your needs? These questions may not be the most exciting to ask, but answering them honestly could prevent unnecessary stress and hardship later on. In the end, longevity isn't just about adding years to life. It's about ensuring that those years are lived with quality, independence, and peace of mind. If avoiding unnecessary travel means staying healthier and safer, it's worth reconsidering the risks before booking that next flight. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.